We are here today having a policy learning event for the IDRC funded project on women and youth financial inclusion for job creation and entrepreneurship. This is the outcome of a 3-country study we did in Sierra Leone, Guinea, and Zambia.
In Sierra Leone, we have very many problems related to financial inclusion. Among them, one, we have a high illiteracy level, and we have network problems. We have unavailability of financial institutions in the remote areas. We have cultural barriers, religious barriers. And then, in addition to that, we have the problem of data and management. That is a very serious problem.
It's not often that people talk about youth, young people, and what really responds to them.
Chez nous, en Guinée, 83% des chômeurs sont des jeunes. Qu'est-ce que l'État guinéen doit faire? C'est sur ces points que nous avons travaillé. Nous avons fait des recommandations. Et ces recommandations vont nous permettre de trouver des canaux de communication. Ces recommandations vont nous permettre de trouver une stratégie qui va nous aider à trouver la solution pour la jeunesse guinéenne.
L'inclusion financière en Guinée est une question cruciale qui intéresse au plus haut niveau les autorités. En premier lieu, la Banque centrale de la République de Guinée qui assure la régulation, la réglementation des institutions financières. Alors, nous sommes confrontés à, comme la plupart des pays africains, à un problème de chômage et la majorité de la population est exclue du système financier formel, notamment les jeunes et les femmes. Et donc, pour pouvoir traiter ces problèmes, le rôle du régulateur, c'est de mettre en place un environnement réglementaire, un cadre réglementaire favorable à l'émergence de nouveaux acteurs qui puissent donner des solutions, donner des réponses aux problèmes d'exclusion financière des populations.
Ghana is not part of the study countries, but Ghana's experience in financial inclusion is worthy of emulation, and most of the countries, we're looking forward to how Ghana got to where it got to. Zambia serves as a good benchmark as well, but we also found very interesting things in Sierra Leone and Guinea that were worth sharing across board.
If the women are empowered, they will have the opportunity of educating their children too.
What we have decided in the quest to promote financial inclusion, we have formed working groups, and one of the major working groups there is data and measurement. So what we are doing, we are working with Statistics Sierra Leone to ensure that we collect demographic data, and then we get data from the financial service providers, put them together, and, for instance, generate what we call financial inclusion indicators.
The digital revolution is affecting the financial sector, and so we found that in all 3 markets, the mobile phone has become incredibly important. Both women and youth routinely use this, not just on a daily basis, but to access financial services.
MTN is trying to make it the life of women out there easy. We have a microloan service which enables customers to be able to get credit on the phone. So we had women who came in our country. So what they would do early in the morning, they apply for a loan, they get the loan, they go and order sweets and other goods. They sell sweets during the day. At the end of the day, they repay back their loan. And that really helped them to do business, have access to quick funds, quick finance, and that really changed their life.
We all have an ideal of what financial inclusion means and what good it would do for society. It's easy to say, but it's very difficult to implement because there are so many actors and so many barriers to success. There are governments, regulators, which sometimes can be different, politics from policy. There are financial constraints, there are corporate constraints, there are geographic constraints, all which make it difficult to implement financial inclusion. We should start with education. We should teach people about the benefits and how to adopt financial services and financial products. That would make it a lot more easy.
We realize that there are disparities in terms of financial inclusion for between women and men, and between youth and adults. So what the government did is to come up with a national financial sector development policy that is aimed to accelerate financial inclusion for the Zambian population, even for women as well, and the youth.
Microfinance institutions such as Chachofa think it's much more relevant to reinforce and to strengthen young people's capacity to be able to manage loans, to be able also to fund their businesses. So we put at the first front the necessity of training them on business skills and soft skills also.
We support the country in coming up with policy reforms that support financial inclusion and financial sector deepening. The reason that is because we believe that financial inclusion is the gateway to poverty reduction and better domestic resource mobilization.
I was so humbled to note that Zambia is actually being used as a benchmark during the workshop, and it's so humbling to know that we've made significant progress in implementing the National Financial Inclusion Strategy. And that being said, we still had to learn a lot, and we feel like we need to do more when we get back, because whatever was the outcome from this workshop would definitely feed into the implementation of the National Financial Inclusion Strategy.
This kind of forum should be used as a vehicle to sort of like inform investment decision, so that whoever is sitting behind and thinking, oh, I need to put in so much money into Ghana to go towards financial inclusion for women and youth, already know some of the hot spots, but already know also where some of the gaps are and where they need to invest more, or who they need to invest with to be able to move the process forward.
What we do at ACET is that when we undertake multi-campus studies, this fits into the whole platform of ongoing conversation around those issues. So we hope that this is not just going to be a one-off event, but a series of conversations that will continue to strengthen the policies, the regulations, the services that are being provided, particularly ensure that women, the most vulnerable, and the youth are included in the financial services.